Hi, this is Matt at Reed's Custom Food Plots. We're back here in Pella, Wisconsin, almost exactly 1 year to the date when we finished the property improvements on what we've been calling the Pella project. If you're wondering how we got here and exactly what we're doing here, I'd encourage you to go back and look at our Pella project videos that we took you through step by step, some of the property improvements that we made. But today I want to touch on the logging efforts that we put into this and the results that we're seeing now 1 year later. Behind me is a popple clear cut that we identified a year ago. This was some overgrown popple. It really needed to be cut and regenerated. So we went ahead and did that. And one of our concerns when we did that was our ability to actually regenerate this forest because the deer densities here are really high. So what we did is we put up this 3-wire electric fence. We did it right after we got done logging last year. We've left it here that entire year, and the results behind me are really pretty incredible. The regeneration is excellent. We're regenerating popple, we found ash, we found new maple, we found new basswood. Every species that's in this forest is now regenerating in this patch behind me. It's a great place for cover. It's a great food source adjacent to the food plot resource that we expanded right next to it. And we're really happy with the results. I'm going to take you over to another clear cut just over the ridge here, just to the west of where we're standing right now. That was a popple clear cut as well that we didn't fence, and you're going to see a marked difference between what's here and what's over there. So here we are on the other side of the property where we also did a clear cut, and the demonstration we wanted to do here is show you a clear cut that had no fence or no protection around it. And behind me you can see not only are there no popples regenerating here, which there should be, there's no trees regenerating in here. There's a lot of grasses and ragweed and thistle and all sorts of things in here, but there is nothing in the way of trees. That's simply because this area was not fenced, it wasn't protected from the deer. The deer densities are high enough in here that they've eaten off all the regeneration. So keep that in mind when you're doing your logging. If you've got high deer densities, you have to either log enough area to overcome the deer density, or you need to protect some of that if you want to actually regenerate your forest, either through clear cutting or select cutting, whichever one is appropriate on your property. All right, so we're in the middle of this spruce and pine plantation on the Pella project. And one of the things that we wanted to try while we had the logging equipment in here was to open up pockets within the spruce and pine plantation that was here. On either side of me is absolutely barren wasteland. All that's on the ground in there is pine needles and the leftover branches that were dead from the spruce and pine that were there. Right behind me, you can see is an area that we cleared out. We cleared some lanes in here. All of this is now flourishing with all sorts of new growth, grasses and forbs and different tree species that eventually will come into this area. And you can see, if you look further down behind me, is the food plot that we cleared. So we expanded the food plot, we came up into the spruce and pines, we opened up some areas to provide some additional food, provide some additional bedding cover, and we know for a fact that the deer were using this area. Last year on the opening day of bow season, Chad and I actually hunted that food plot right behind me. We had a really nice buck come right out of the area that I'm standing in, walked right through the food plot. We chose to let that guy go that night. He moved on out to the corn, but we know the deer were in here, and it has been a really successful part of this project.